Coming at y'all from the crushed life perspective. Yeah, every aspect of my life now has been negatively affected. My health, my finances, my reputation within my community, and my status, my legal status, you know? Because, well, I abide by the law, so I never expect to be, like, raped in this capacity where somebody's diddling me going through my phone. You know? And, it does negatively affect me when you look at the fact that somebody actually, I'm law-abiding, and somebody actually perpetuated a violent crime, supposedly, in January, and their phone still was not taken from them. You know, their prosecutor didn't want to send the cop to go get the phone, right? So they still didn't have it. A whole lot of stuff could have been clarified by now, like levels of consent. Was there consent? You know, you see what I'm saying? Is what one person says is this, is it really that? You see? Legally, you know what I'm saying? Because, well, you got to abide within the confines of the law, right? So, you know, you're kind of feeling let down and raped again already. I mean, she was, because, well, you know, nothing's being done about it. I mean, if something really happened, there's some kind of something, or at least be some kind of communication hidden in the phone, right? At least something said this, you know, a bragging text, right? That you know what they're talking about, even if there's nothing else. You see, a text to somebody, oh, she's here again, come on over, whatever. You see what I'm saying? There would be something somewhere, if not between her and him, between him and somebody else, you see, to connotate, you know, that it really happened, and that it, you know, there's a chance that it happened the way it was described, right? Because, well, you know, I'm the type, I want to give the benefit of the doubt up until, you know, because you're innocent until proven guilty, right? And you never know. You know, it's just one of those things, you never know. I'm from the ghetto of Detroit, you know, I understand. You just never know, all right? So, yeah, I have this borrowed old phone that she put a texting app in, so at least if we're by Wi-Fi, we can text people. But, you know, I don't know half you motherfuckers' phone numbers. So, you know, y'all that are trying to get a hold of me, you can't, you see. So I know some of you will refer to the video. And I'm incurring horrible health, man. The last time I checked my blood pressure, before it just dropped out from the stent shit, I actually got up to 224 over 109 with a 103 heart rate. And I know everybody, that's bullshit. Nobody gets that high without dying. I have repeatedly gotten that high. I have spikes, weird spikes, where my blood pressure shoots to the moon. And I warn people, hey, my blood pressure's high, man. I'm having chest pains. Can we, like, not escalate any negative bullshit? I even told the cop that, hey, you know, my blood pressure's up. You know, it's scary up. And I shouldn't even be out. You know, it's like, I shouldn't even be up. This is a day that I should be back in bed trying to nurse my blood pressure down. Instead, I'm out, and, you know, then all this bullshit happens, you know? And it just feels so, I don't know, it's like he didn't even have, you know, this person's phone that supposedly did something, right? You see what I'm saying? He didn't even go get his phone until after he had our phones because, well, they want to criminalize her for slutty behavior. Okay, you want to make a crime out of slutty behavior, you know, take away their legal status, you know, to be their own guardian because they're slutty like everybody else her age, right? But we didn't it didn't occur to us, you know, boing, to go fucking pick up the phone of the dude when the crime was the crime. We don't know if it was a crime. When the crime was committed, you know, it was reported, like, what, 3 months ago, 2 months ago? How many months ago did this get reported now? And we just now took his phone because we want to connect him and her criminally, you know, that she's doing something criminal by, you know, associating with him or something. If anything, I guess I'm the criminal one because I pushed her into reporting the first one. And now she wants to drop the first case, you see. Because, well, you know, Look at it. She got criminalized, man. She got gang swooped and shit. In front of her neighbors, yo. Had cops yelling at her and shit, you know, all up in her face with no COVID mask on, shit like that. Taking her phone, lying to her, saying, "Oh, you can keep your phone if I can take pictures of it." Take her in, which was inappropriate. There was no females there, and fucking goddamn, take the picture and then take the phone. Well, you know what? He deprived her of her right to health care because that's the method they used to connect with her. And she had appointments for Friday, you see, or Thursday and Friday with her therapist, and she couldn't get a hold of her, you see. So she's kicking around with her lawyers now to try and sue for that. Sue the prosecutor for daring to want to take her phone when they didn't even have the perpetrator's phone yet. It's like they're not taking the investigation serious about him. There's something else weird happening. And it's so weird that, okay, her conservators sent our checks, right? Supposedly on Wednesday. We still don't got them. If they don't come Monday, you know, tomorrow, and if I don't swiftly get some money in the bank, there's bills that ain't going to get paid, you see. So it's like I'm going to go defunct in a lot of ways. And I don't know, you see, I'm the type that I start seeing things happening and I kind of get paranoid about, okay, this is happening. I may not do anything about it, but I will acknowledge it's happening, you see, or that it could be happening, you know? Like back in January, I'm like, you know, this could be happening. I even was dogging her out about it, you know? And just trying to get her to tell the truth, you see? And at this point, I personally am, and she says it too, but I personally am more traumatized by what the cops did than by what happened in January now. You know, time has gone by. They didn't pursue it like it was a real crime to pursue. They didn't go get his phone. But if I text a few words to my wife telling her, just tell him to take us home, you know, because, well, it could be done another day. You know, a few days went by already. Fucking, you know, I was sick and shit. And when I get sick, well, you know, I'm a little bit hard to deal with. I have a little bit gruff demeanor. Yeah, you know, when I'm sick, I'm bitchy. I turn into a little bitch. And I've been sick, man. And I've been fighting for my health. And now that my legal status has changed, you know, it's like I don't feel the same way that I felt, you know, hey, wow, I keep my nose clean, you know. I'm on the side of the law, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't feel like that anymore. All I did was try to help somebody. You know, this all started out from me trying to help her. And I don't know. Everything got uglier than I ever could have. I never in a million years could have wrote a horror story this bad, yo. You know, my life turns into this horrible wreck. Because my life is wrecked, you know, I don't care about sex anymore. That's another thing that got attacked. Y'all know I had happy sexual energy from keeping myself satisfied, you know. I don't need someone else to do that. I'd almost prefer not to have anybody else involved at this point, especially now, because, well, you know, I'm so traumatized by this shit that sex with other people, I don't even want to do it, you see. Which, you know, I guess it's depriving her now, because, there's things I can't do now. I can't function like I did before this week happened. You know, it's like, you know how shit can just build up and it's on you and it's on you and it's on you and you're being beat down and you're being pulled down. And then something like this could happen where, you know, I almost, like, it's horrible because, well, I kind of liked that cop up until that happened. You know, until this shit happened where he decided he was going to take her to the hospital. She didn't want to go. We didn't go to the police station to file a report yet because we weren't even sure that we wanted to pursue it, right? I mean, for real. The first shit didn't get, and nothing got done by it. So, and she had to go through all that bullshit. He didn't even go get her phone, get, you know, the dude's phone. The first phone that got took was my phone. It's like, wow, okay, shit. If I could go back in time, we never would have reported the first one, you see? Because all it did was get us treated like this. And, you know, if you're not intelligent. You probably can't wrap your mind around how I feel right now. How, I'm walking around in a fugue state. I'm dysfunctional now. I need therapy. I thought I needed therapy for the over the trauma of the shit that happened, with her and them guys. But now I need therapy for a whole different reason. It's like it's totally, completely crumbled. Where there was a life just 7 months ago, there's nothing now. And, I'm shooting this at my ex-wife's house over here just to get away from the energy in that horrible place. Because, well, that apartment is horrible. It's kind of, to me, it's like being in a prison cell with a bunkie you don't really get along with anymore, So there's the tension that's always there, you see. The tension that's there from the required civility, right? Because you got to be civil with people, even if they've exhibited that they don't like you too much, or you don't really think too much of them anymore. I don't know. It's like I'm not really caught up in myself. I'm not worried. I'll go to jail. I'll shame my sister some more. I kept my nose clean for decades, man. I didn't engage in any criminal behavior. Just to have, that long spree, that long non-crime spree, destroyed with something so fucking stupid, Lien checks and shit. My sister fucking goddamn is gonna find out, and it's like, she's gonna have even more reason to fucking think I'm just a piece of shit.
You're not going to jail because there's nothing.
It's not about that. I don't care about jail. I've done it before. It's not a big deal.
No, but still.
Who knows what's going to happen with you while I'm in jail? Yeah, maybe Lisa and John will let you come here. I don't know.
You're not going to jail.
And then fucking goddamn, who knows? I don't know, man. It's like, it's so fucking weird. It's like being in a weird, fucked up movie. And you're some persecuted characters, It's like I am personally, I'm persecuted by, because, well, here's the thing is, I kind of feel like at this point, Amber would do better for herself to hook back up with Dylan since he's in Gaylord and go live with him just to get away from Crawford County and the legal entities here, because, well, they've decided they're going to do more to her than they're going to do to the dude who supposedly raped her, right? You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It might serve her best interest to go back to her ex-boyfriend.
No.
And just go live with them guys and, hide out, I guess, Hide out. It's just like, she was in this position where she was almost going to have to run and hide out because people were going to fuck with her before. And I'm like, you don't got to run and hide. So then we got married. That would have protected her if she could have just fucking goddamn, if things would have played out differently. She'd be totally under the radar. Nobody'd even be looking at her right now like that. So it's like, by her getting looked at like that, they put a bullseye on my back. To take my phone when I am a totally law-abiding citizen. And then it's like the walk over here, I was going to tell you about that. It's like, dude, my health was, it's like she would have had a wrongful death suit if I would have had a heart attack on the way over here. Because the phone she had was in between Wi-Fi spots that the phone would access. So she couldn't even have called 911. There's no SIM card in it. So it's like, uh-oh, you see? I told her that too when I was standing because I had to keep stopping, carrying stuff. I got a cat in a backpack on my back. And, I had to keep stopping. I told her, man, if I fucking die on this walk, you can't call 911, so I'm going to fucking die if I have a heart attack. And, okay, well, you have to hold them accountable, the prosecutor and the cop. Because they didn't take the phone from the perpetrator. They took it from the fucking victim. And then, as an afterthought, to connect you criminally to the perpetrator, they're going to go get his phone. but for all the wrong reasons. It's not to find out what happened in January, or they already would have went and got it. Do you see what I'm saying? That it's like the malice that's behind this is so fucking, it's horrible. It's like when I watched Grayling police help this retarded dude over here run the old couple out of their home across the street for daring to help homeless kitties. Oh God, that's such a crime. You know, let's criminalize old people and fine them and tell them they can't have their cat box open. Let's hire the city to come rape their bushes. Just bush rape, man. Destroyed the old man went out there, and when he saw the other side of his bushes, he stood there and almost collapsed crying. It's like, man, I felt so bad for him. Yeah, the Colbys, I'll never forget them. Criminalized and ran from their home in Grayling for daring to engage in homeless animal rescue. You know, just helping some homeless kitties, a few homeless kitties. And the police wouldn't do nothing about this motherfucker over here, even though I supplied him with video footage. Him poisoning them cats underneath his neighbor's bushes. That wasn't even his property. He had no right to put poison down to kill them cats. Yeah, well, you know, I didn't know it, but he's the guy who also killed my dog the first year we were here. I blamed it on other people. I almost went after him. And I felt it in my spirit to just leave it alone. And later on, find out, lo and behold, this guy over here was putting poison down. Well, some of his family don't even like him, bought his house. So now the place is different. It's a whole different atmosphere and level of people there. It's not like waiting death, you know? He had a waiting death on the corner there, and he walked around with a Bible in one hand and fucking goddamn mothballs in the other, poisoning the fucking ground floor here so that the water, you can't drink the water here. It can make you sick. That's why I buy bottled water. I don't even give it to cats, not even homeless cats. I give them bottled water, yo. This ground floor here has been poisoned from years and years and years of that old man walking all around this town, fucking throwing fucking mothballs down anywhere where there was an animal he didn't like. And I guess he just don't like animals, period. But you know what? You can poison wildlife, you can rape, you can deal dope or whatever in Grayling, and it's okay. Because they're trying to, you know, present that low crime rate statistic, you see? They want to look good on the books. There's low crime here. Well, no, it's just either refusal to do the job or incompetence on many levels. Who knows? Well, man, just one apartment complex over from the apartment complex where this happened. There's 3 different kinds of dope being dealt by 3 different kinds of people. So it's like, wow, yo, they just don't want to do nothing. They had fucking a police report from her from a few months ago. They could have went and got phones. They could have found out, hey, wow, you know, I mean, by now, fuck. It's been a few months, man. Shit. And just the assault that it is, that you're going to take our phones first and then as an afterthought, take his to connect her to him. It's not even for the right reasons. It's like, oh, wow, it just gives you the shivers. You know, it's like watching an episode of The Twilight Zone, but you're in it. So when we're done with all this, I'm gonna blast up out of this town and getting the fuck away from this place. I don't know how shit's gonna play out for her. I don't know what, you know. Ultimately, you reap what you sow, so if she ends up fucking goddamn, she's taken from me by any capacity, I guess she did it to herself, and there's nothing I can do about it. But I'm not gonna stay here anymore. This place is tainted to me now, man. This is taint town. For real. You know, I got over the police gang stalking me with the fucking little fucking kids. You know, when I first showed up here and I did that video and drag to raise money for homeless animals, and they all freaked out and started gang stalking me and shit, throwing shoes over my fucking goddamn wires outside and shit. It's like, you know, using thermal imaging from the bushes across the street. The bushes ain't there no more. You know, to watch me and see what the fuck I'm doing. Calling the police to tell them I'm masturbating in my own house. For real. I was running a police scanner at the time, and back then the police used to, you could pick them up on the scanner. So yeah, I heard that call. Then I heard the call when they picked her up to drop her off at home, right? It's like, that's who did it. Isn't it weird how shit just comes out? You find out eventually everything, you know? You don't really have to go try and seek it out. So this thing's about to turn over. It records for 20 minutes and then it stops. And then it starts over again. I don't know why. It must be the maximum it can record and seal the file. I don't know. So I've been having these, like, rage issues. You know that when you've been assaulted or you feel assaulted or you feel raped, you have, like, anger issues sometimes now. It's like I just wake up so enraged and just, everything's so different now. I look at the police different now, especially the ones in this town, right? Because, well, it seems like if you try to do the right thing in this town, bad shit will happen to you. And sometimes via the police, right? Like in this case. I remember a story about a guy who smoked weed. He had custody of his kid. I don't know how true this story is or, if it's the way, that I'm telling it. But I'll tell you the way it was told to me. And some people who would endanger the kid, because, well, they were alcoholic, dope fiends and shit. They were way beyond smoking weed. They wanted custody of the kid because they wanted to get the money. You see, with the kid comes the money, the aid to dependent children shit, So they want to get the money, so they want to get the kid. Because that's more dope money. More money to buy booze and shit. Dude's got custody of his kid. He's a good father. All he does is smoke weed. Fucking they got CPS to send the police to go get that kid from that dude who smokes weed. Because it was such a horrible crime. And they're going to give the kid to the other people. Dude knows what's going on. And he got emotional when they grabbed his kid, so he reached to grab a butter knife on the fucking table. And instead of pulling a taser and shooting him with that, or shooting him in his leg or his arm or something, they shot to kill, man. They killed that guy in his kitchen for wanting to keep his kid. That's the history of this town, what this town has to offer. When it comes to police, it's like everybody knows if you're distraught or somebody's distraught or they're suicidal, you don't call the police because that's like going ahead and pulling the trigger for them, because the police will go kill that suicidal person because they don't know how to deal with people that are having emotional issues. You see? Like, I'm having emotional issues already from January. I'm having emotional issues that this shit has not been fucking dealt with. That there's all these police everywhere, but fucking goddamn, there ain't nobody pulling no phones from those supposed perpetrators. I mean, they could have took his phone for a couple days and fucking gave it back to him. And fucking goddamn, look at this shit, okay, there's nothing here to corroborate what she said. Oh, look at this. It was consensual. Whatever, you see? You're at the bottom of it then. So I don't know, man. It's like nobody wanted to find out what this guy did. Nobody wanted to charge him, you see. So they made sure that they fumbled the investigation. So now it's like, I want to file a lawsuit for being criminalized, for feeling this way, for having my phone taken from me, for having my life in danger, because I couldn't call 911 if I collapsed while I was walking, you see. She was deprived of fucking goddamn, her medical attention she was supposed to get, all for the wrong reasons and all for something so petty. You want to try and criminalize somebody for being a slut, and you want to fucking criminalize me because I sent some words to that said slut, whatever, You see what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God. Oh man. When you can't get the criminals, just make some up, right? Hey, that's the motto of motherfuckers, man, for real. When you can't get the criminals, just make some up. So you make up some criminals, out of a case that you won't try to solve. Didn't have the motherfucker's phone. I'll feel really let down by that, you know, that there is nothing that can be said to me about what was found on his phone. When he didn't say nothing to me about what was found on his phone, I knew that they did not take it. Because, well, he would have said yay or nay. There is nothing in his phone to corroborate what she says. Hey, you know, I think I found something in his phone. I can't tell you what it is, but I'm working on it, whatever. You know, see what I'm saying? You could have got some kind of update that would have included the phone, because that was very important. This guy kept the lights on when she went down there. Was this a rape or retard show? You see, because, well, we have that rape culture happening now where people are doing mean, evil shit to animals, children, and retarded people. You see? So then they trick the retarded people into a place where they can do shit to them. Right? Or they just snatch them up and pull them in there, you know, in some cases. They film the shit and there's an audience for it. See? It's sad that there's an audience for it. And it actually can go out, you know, on the internet or the dark web. There shouldn't be no dark web. And just a lack of pursuing these people, wasting resources to fuck with people like me, who I had a diabetic dropout because I didn't have breakfast yet. Is that because fucking goddamn, you know, you wouldn't let us fucking goddamn do anything normal? You just swooped in, interviewed, decide we're going to do this with our day? Really? Well, you know, there's such thing as using a bathroom, brushing your teeth, fucking goddamn eating some breakfast. I'm really bummed out, man. I'm like really kind of, I'm having a hard time finding the happy energy that I was forcing out of myself. I was forcing it out of myself. I didn't have to force this happy energy out. It was just there back in September. And now it's like, man, my world went from bright and happy and cartoonish to this dark, sad, horrible, you know, broken, just completely broken. Everything's so broken, man. You know, I'm so out of contact with everybody. Like now, you know, because I haven't been letting people in my life. I haven't been inviting them in. I haven't been doing shit with people. Is what I'm trying to figure out what page we're on, right? You know, because well, if we're on a bad page, then I can't take around people I know. You know, embarrassing stuff could happen. You see. So it's like I have to know where we're at before I can even go back to, you know, just back to any semblance of life that I had before. Where I have people in my life and I can have friends and stuff like that. You know, you just have to crawl into a hole with somebody and see what they are before you can take them around the other people. And they'll see that she doesn't know who you are because of the way she acts, right? You see? Because, well, if she knew who I was, then maybe she would have handled things a lot differently. Because, well, you know, I could be way more evil than the dudes that, you know, perpetuated this shit for real. And I'm almost of the mentality that ultimately it's going to have to be handled, you know, on street level, you know, if it could ever be proven that it wasn't consensual, right? I believe in justice. I don't believe in revenge. I mean, well, I do believe in revenge, but, you know, but that's like God's and that's the time loops. But I do believe in justice. Like, you know, justice must be served, you see? And we were deprived of justice here in this little town, this horrible little, this tainted little town. I mean, it's so tainted. We can't go to the store and shit with fucking, she can't go by herself. I have to go with her, you know? And that's what another thing. It's like, okay, she'll have to adopt a different lifestyle. She does go back with Dylan, or he's going to have to go to the store with her. Because, well, those dudes could be at a store in Gaylord, too, you see? So it's like, yeah, and she doesn't want to run into one of them. They know that they can just order it up, snap and get it, you see? Cubbyhole, bathroom, whatever, car. You see? So it's like she's in this position now where she can't go to the store in this town by herself because the police wouldn't even do nothing about it. What did they do? They went and talked to some people. He seems believable to me. I'm not going to take his phone and see. Yeah. All right, yo. Oh, but Vinny, he's a dick. He didn't jump through my hoop today, so give me your phone. You're a criminal. All right, goddamn. You know, do you know how fucking childish that is? That's childish on her level, yo. For real. Maybe y'all be a good couple. Shit. Can fucking see who can out-child the other one. I'm trying to teach this person not to be childish, and fucking the police are acting like little fucking goddamn vehement little children and shit. Little bullies. She didn't give up her lunch money, so they're gonna fucking, you know, just gang swoop on her, bomb rush her and shit. Make her feel like a criminal and treat her like one in front of all her fucking goddamn neighbors. They already think low enough of her. They think she ran down the hall to do shit willingly. It would be nice to fucking goddamn if she didn't, for that to be fucking proven, for her honor to be fucking goddamn backed up. You see what I'm saying? Restored. You know? Yeah, I mean, you know, you want to get her help. Help with the first goddamn case, right? Do something about this shit for a fucking change. No, we want to waste resources to try and fucking do something to her instead. And that's going to make a hell of a story, y'all. I'm probably going to get that made into a movie. For real. When they swoop in on her, if they swoop in on her and fuck with her in any way, she's already got a lawsuit. She's already got good fucking lawyers. You've seen them on TV. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to pick this up now, too. Because, well, this is horrible. This is astoundingly embarrassing. I mean, I know that my sister wouldn't want to be in this police force. No, y'all don't even bust criminals. Well, what the fuck do? You ride around all day and eat donuts and write tickets and shit and harass fucking people? That's all you do. You don't got no crime statistics. There's crime everywhere. So if there's no crime statistics, you're writing Peter Pan novels and shit. In this fairy tale, no crime happened in Grayling tonight. Yeah, see? Meanwhile, gang rapes is happening, animal cruelty is happening, dope dealing's happening all over this town. There's dope all over this town. There's dope dealers everywhere. Well, I guess when you see somebody like me as a criminal and the person who perpetuates rape is, you don't even fucking need to go take their phone. You don't know what you're looking at, so you'll never notice a criminal when you see one. They could be right under your nose, perpetuating crime right under your nose, and you wouldn't know what you're looking at. Oh, look at them guys holding hands. Oh, Jesus. Y'all got that. I bet you if I told that to the cop, he wouldn't get it. It's like, see, you don't know no street lingo, nothing. These motherfuckers out here know street lingo. They can talk in code, you won't even know what the fuck they're saying. So, yeah, I guess there you go. You wouldn't have known nothing in the text if you did take his phone, because you wouldn't have known what you was reading. I use regular words with her, so yeah. Yo, you got me dead to rights. So I'm such a horrible criminal. Let's lock me right the fuck up. God damn. Yeah. I mean, if that's the standard now, to do good is evil and to do evil is good, then motherfucker, I guess I belong fucking locked up, right? I guess I need another fucking charge on my fucking record for my fucking sister to fucking point at and say, yeah, see? Huh. You can't even go where there ain't no crime. Well, sister, there's a lot of crime here. If you were a cop here, you'd be busy. You'd be the only one busting people, of course. Right. Because you can't even hand these motherfuckers a case on a silver platter. They kept the lights on so you know they filmed it. What if they fucked up and sent a file through a phone? Right? There's 3 motherfucking phones. Okay, you don't do shit like that you ain't bragging about it. You don't keep the lights on if you ain't filming it. Shit, come on. Come on, for real? And for them to just jump and do something that took me a month. It took me a month to get past her mentality and our age gap to be able to actually, like, physically be physical with her. Like, where she's my woman, she's my wife. A whole motherfucking month. And you can just look at her and want to jump on it. It's like, you know, oh, that's creepy, man. It's so creepy. I feel sorry for any children that cross your path. Oh, my God, how you might be looking at them. Jesus Christ. It's just like, this is creep town, man. And even the police are helping the creeps. And it's just sad and nasty. These motherfuckers should have been dealt with. And this shouldn't even have happened if it supposedly happened. You know what I'm saying? And then you find out it's a dream. But there you go. It's like, you know what? Reality's so convoluted right now, we can't even get anybody to clarify shit. You see? I don't really give a fuck one way or another no more. I don't care. Everything's ruined now. It won't do no good to care now. What I cared about, wanted to protect by caring, is all broken. So why care now, right? I cared because it wasn't broken, because it was all preserved. It was preserved by the previous people that were in my life. It was preserved by me. It was preserved by my character. It was preserved by God. Just for fucking goddamn, this dome shit to come in and fucking rip it all to shreds like it was never even there. So it's like, yeah, I'm unhealthy and I'm pissed. I'm a different person now. Fuck, man. I could fall back into the wrong crowd real easy. Just head back to Detroit and everything's back to what it was. You don't really lose time there. It's just like, fuck though, man. You see? You see how you just can't do a right thing anymore? You can't do right and you can't be right. You can't be upstanding. They will make sure that you're not regarded as that. And they will treat you like you're not upstanding. That's treating me like I'm not upstanding, like I'm not an upstanding citizen. You want to take my shit from me. Fucking intrude on my shit. You know what? You took the wrong phone. That was her phone. My phone is her phone. That's her phone. The phone she had was mine. And I'm really embarrassed that I got baited to so much shit with this shit, just so much fucked up behavior. Because I don't say negative shit, because I don't let negative, people in my life that would cause anything negative, cause me to have to say something negative. And I've been baited so many times into saying negative shit that I wouldn't say. I mean, I wouldn't say it, if the person just wasn't there and, doing the things to make me say it, you see? And it's like you say it because you think that maybe it'll get a response where fucking goddamn they'll realize what the fuck. It's like, hey, that's not the guy I met, right? So, I'm causing these things. I'm causing him to say these things. He doesn't talk to fucking anybody else like that. They don't treat him the way I do. Do you see? You try to help people grow. And you don't hide it, you know what I'm saying? Because, she's used to worse just from her own family. So you feel like, well, you have to turn up the heat a little bit higher, and I don't know, you just can't get as mean as they are. You can't say this. You can't say shit on the same level, You can't talk about, I'll slap the shit out of you, some shit like that. I don't do that kind of shit. Because, I know I'm not going to slap her, so. So you come off mean in a different way, and I guess it's just too intelligent to be grasped. I don't know. So yeah, I have been dubbed things that I am not, just from my interactions with this kid. And I don't know. It's really horrible to see it fucking come to this. All I have to worry about is my dog and my cat. They're gonna have to be placed. My ex-wife can do something for me on that, I guess. I don't care about the furniture. I do care about the synthesizer and guitar. Hopefully my ex-wife will go get that shit too. So at least they have that to come back out to. But you see, that's where I'm at, is I've already been decimated. I lost my income, my reputation, my health, and my upstanding legal status. It's all gone now. So I got nothing left, Is it any wonder I'm an angry little bitch now? You see? And I kind of just, I'm just waiting for this bad health shit to take me on, man. To just go ahead and be dead. Then I don't gotta deal with no more bullshit, no more stupid fucking white people, man. Because, man, I just got to where I hate fucking white people, I can't help it. Look at what they've done to me. They eat all their best and they coddle all their worst, It's like, oh. That's what you want for your race. You want them to be weak and horrible and criminal, fucked up. Well, I'm none of those things, so I guess fucking I don't fit in with the white race no more. And it's sad because, well, we should all strive to be upstanding and trustworthy and have character We should have all strived for that. We should have tried to cleanse our race of those who didn't want to get with the program, but we didn't. Instead, we coddled them and rewarded them.